Hi, I'm Dr. Smedley. Welcome to some more chemistry. We're going to look at another fundamental topic today, ions and isotopes. So you might like to pause the video and answer the question, how is an isotope different to an ion? But don't worry if the answer's I don't know. That's the point of this video. To help us look at this topic, we're going to look at two parts of a past paper question. So let's look at the first part of the question. This question asks us about why the mass number of lithium is 7, and it gives us the symbol for lithium. So, let's prove that it's not just biologists that can do some science outside. Let's head outside. So in our model of the lithium atom there are 3 positive protons. Protons and neutrons have a relative mass of 1. So we add 4 neutrons to give us the mass number of 7. Electrons are so small in comparison, they don't contribute to the mass number at all. So let's write an answer to that question. So to get your marks, you need to mention the 3 protons and the 4 neutrons and say mass number is the sum of protons plus neutrons. Let's add in the lithium electrons. Atoms have an equal number of electrons and protons. Lithium has 3 positive protons and 3 negative electrons. The neutrons aren't charged, so they cancel each other out and the atom is neutral. An ion is an atom that's lost or gained electrons. Lithium loses an electron, so there are now 3 protons and 2 negative electrons. This means that overall the charge is 1+. This would happen when the atom became a compound, and we'll look at ionic bonding in another lesson, and there is also a link to bite size in the description of this video. So to the next part of the question, which is about isotopes. Pause the video and see if you can work out how many protons the isotopes have, and see if you can take this further to answer the question. So from the symbol we can see oxygen has 8 protons. If it didn't have 8 protons it wouldn't be oxygen. It'd be a different element. Then for oxygen 16, that the question asks us about, we can add 8 neutrons to give a mass number of 16 that you can see in the symbol. Let's add the 8 electrons for completeness. So clearly these electrons aren't in the right position, too close to the nucleus, and they're not arranged correctly. So now let's look at oxygen 18. Same number of protons and electrons, but a different number of neutrons, and that's the definition of an isotope. Oxygen 18 has 2 more neutrons than oxygen 16. So let's write a good answer to the question. We need to mention the fact that they both have 8 protons and they both have 8 electrons. However, oxygen 18 has 2 more neutrons. It's got 10 neutrons rather than 8. Now you've watched the video, there's a couple of activities that you can do yourself. Firstly, do a little bit of research and see if you can find out about the different isotopes of lithium, and perhaps you could model them or draw them out. Then I'd like you to find out about carbon 12, carbon 13 and carbon 14, and then the crucial bit, see if you can explain that to someone else. Perhaps you'd like to send your explanation to your chemistry teacher via email. And then if you go onto OneDrive, there's a bank of past paper questions that you can have a go at.